like going crazy right now. Um, there's a lot going on with energy. I know, like my guides have a lot. They're worried about with us, like if we're gonna pull through on this next chapter or whatever. But they don't have to worry. We got this, right? Um, but I do see like somebody's worried about clear it in the heart chakra. Clear it in the heart chakra. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We understand. So my heart chakra was just somebody was just pinching me in the heart chakra. Clear it. Um, they want you to just like be careful with something, not to get back into bad habits with something. Um, you know, they're worried, and they have every right to be, right? So they have every right to be. And I do see like a big I'm hearing promotion for some of you guys. So if hopefully this message is coming through because it might freeze over here a little bit. But I just still wanted to give this message. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I wanted to give this message. I don't know if it freezes, just give it a minute because I passed this one part. It's kind of dead zone. Hopefully it doesn't stop at all, but I'll keep talking because usually the message still goes through. My heart chakra before I jumped on this live was jumping like crazy. When I say jumping, my heart chakra was like, yo, when I say hitting me, it was hitting me. Um, it's like your guys want you not to go back towards like the bad habits or whatever it is that you're. Here's the thing, because they're bringing you some kind of luck and abundance, and they don't want you to get back in those habits where you were before. You're like, oh, you know what, freak it, I got it. Give it 1 second, hold on. I keep hearing this song. I got the eye of the tiger, fighter, dancing through the wire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 oh. I keep hearing that song. Yo, let me tell you guys something, man. I woke up this morning. I just felt so calm, a little bit tired, and a bit nostalgic is the word, like nostalgia. Because I felt like, for the past couple of days, I've been having like, what's that word? When you're not depressed, you're not sad. It's like a poetic word for that, for like sadness and depression. What's that word? With the M, I think it is. I'm high right now on meth. Oh my god, you're high on meth at 9 o'clock in the morning, guy. You got some guts on you, bro. That's rough. It's 9 a.m. The sun's out. You must be feeling like shit. I remember waking up, not going to sleep 8 a.m. I was still coked up from the night before, and it was like the worst freaking feeling I ever felt. I hated it. I'll never go back to that shit again, ever. Oh, I can throw up just thinking about it, how horrible that feeling was. Melancholy. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. I was just thinking about how it must feel to be high on meth at 8 a.m. in the morning. You must feel a real melancholy noise. Okay, so here we go, because now it won't get interrupted. So I was hoping that you guys would come on here because I feel like there's such a don't isolate is what I feel like a lot of people are doing right now. We're isolating and it's causing us to be bored and be lonely. Some people, I'm going to meet up with my friend. We're just gonna hang out, have a breakfast, talk a little bit. And he's like, he's an isolator himself, Scorpio energy. And I brought him all this stuff in the bag. I brought him like oregano oils capsules, and I brought him some colostrum. I brought his dog some treats because I went to say hi to him yesterday, and guess what? meet his dog, and his dog came in my dreams, and she was chasing me and following me, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Yes, I love you too." Like she was like, "I don't coochie wedgie," and the dog in the dream was like following me around, and like it's the cutest little thing ever. It was like she was showing me in the dream that by meeting me once that she loved me already. It was adorable. I couldn't believe that that dog showed up in my dream, but then I can believe it because animals love me. Like when animals see me, they're super drawn to me. Like when I saw his dog, I started massaging her neck and her shoulder, and she was like, and then I stopped, and she looked at me like, "Please don't stop, please don't stop." So I kept massaging her, and it was cute that she showed up in my dreams to tell me like, "Yo, I love you." Like, thank you. And plus, look, I'm meeting up with my friend, and I brought Palo Santo. I brought a bunch of stuff. Sacral chakra, sacral chakra. Yeah. And like, like I said, the friend I'm meeting with right now, he's an isolator himself. And we met a long time ago at an NA meeting. And, we've been friends ever since. We've talked. And about 3 or 4 years ago, when I met him at the NA meetings, and he was picking me up, driving me to the meetings, I remember sitting in the car with him going, a couple of years from now, I'll be in my own car. We'll meet up. We'll go to breakfast. And this is what's happening. He was like, remember you said that we're going to like, you're going to have your car. Everything's going to be paid off. You're going to be all right. And we're going to meet up and go to breakfast. It's happening. Right. That's what's happening right now. I'm like, I know. I say everything I've said that this sun feels so good right now. I can't even tell you. Don't isolate, bro. Right now, I'm telling you, don't isolate. We have this tendency as healers. We isolate and we put ourselves in this space where we're just staying by ourselves. We just stay there, and we're givers and stuff like that. And a lot of times, oftentimes, I notice that people come on and they have like negative energy and stuff like that, and I don't even focus on it because I know for a fact that everybody's going through their own things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge nobody. I don't even like get upset about things no more. I let a lot of shit slide because I don't care no more. Like I'm living my life. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, like I just want to find my soul tribe and do me. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest right now, like Spirit wants you not to isolate, not to put yourself in a space where you're isolating. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's lonely right now, bro. But that the reason why we're lonely is because we are so bent up on healing that we forget that that doesn't mean that you gotta isolate and be like alone the whole fucking time when you're healing. You know what I'm saying? Healing is a thing that you're supposed to do while you're enjoying yourself. But a lot of us, we end up wanting to heal by ourselves because here's the thing. I just made a video on this. We know as energy readers, like we get around people and we know that a lot of people carry very like negative forces on them, negative energy. I know for me, whenever I meet up with someone, I have to like clear the energy so much because like I'm getting hot right now just talking about it. I have to clear my energy so much because a lot of people are not carrying, it's not that they're carrying evil energy, it's just that some of them are carrying like mental illness and sadness and depression. Oh, I'm getting hit in the head right there. Shit. I just got hot out of nowhere. I just got super hot, super hot. You're carrying like mental illness, sadness, depression, right? And then when we get around them, we can feel like for me, if I'm meeting up with somebody and they got like something going on with them energetically, I have to keep clearing my energy before I meet up with them. Did you see that little orb, that little light, sparkle of light just past me? And I have to clear my energy a lot when I meet up with people because I can feel their aura, and I'm just like, and I'm an entity clearer as well. So if you have Pluto in your rising at all, listen, if you have Pluto in your rising, this is for you right here. And I've been saying this, I said cutting cords and clearing energy and all that stuff. Like I said, look, I'm meeting up with someone and I brought this with me. I got my crystals here because I already know that this person needs some energy clearing and I'm going to do that for them. And it's funny because the closer they get to me, closer they are to getting to me, the more tired I'm getting, the more I want to just go to sleep. And I'm feeling that energy of this person, like maybe they're just like overtired, they're feeling drained, which is why I have this bag of goodies for them. I bought the dog a bunch of treats, expensive treats, by the way, like real duck wrapped and sweet potato type shit. Stuff to put in their dog food. I bought them a candle to bring them love and light. Mushroom coffee so they could have good energy in the morning. Colostrum, okay? These are expensive, okay? But I gave some to them. And this is full of like colostrum, and it's also got what do you call it? This is colostrum and bovine colostrum that I'm giving to them. And this other one's full of oregano oil capsules, black seed oil capsules, and vitamin D, K, and 3 in there so that they can, excuse me. Yeah, all the smokers understand. In the morning we wake up, we gotta clear our throat. Let me clear my throat. The sun is feeling really good on my skin right now. I was feeling so tired this morning, and now I'm getting more tired. But I'm sorry. I just, I'm tired. Stop smoking. It might help. Thanks for the advice, Captain. Captain Obvious. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Go get your cape now and fly through. I wish I could just stop smoking. I've tried. I fucking got hypnotized to stop smoking. And the whole time I'm getting hypnotized, I'm hearing messages about her. She's trying to hypnotize me into quitting smoking. And I keep hearing her past lives. I got out of the hypnotization and I'm telling her about her past lives. I'm like, I see a Spanish princess. Well, I knew it wasn't for me because it wasn't resonating with me. So I was like, yo, let me tell you something. I was like, that first beginning of that hypnotize it. You're trying to hypnotize me into quitting smoking. I'm hearing that you were a Spanish princess, that somebody stole you away from your family, that you left your family because you weren't you didn't want to do what they wanted you to do, so you left your family, ended up becoming a prostitute and dying of opioid addiction and all this stuff. And I said, like it was about love, and that's why even now you carry that love thing. She was like, that makes a lot of sense because with love, I always feel like I have to like leave everyone for the person that I love. Like, and so they try to hypnotize me, and here I was reading the energy on them. You're welcome, you guys. I love you, and I just wanted to jump on while I was waiting for my friend here. This is the time where like I see a lot of changes coming from for a lot of people, and I also feel like for myself too, I can feel the changes coming, and it's like we want to hold on to that very last bit of like especially if like you were serious, whoever you are, that was like you said you're high on meth right now, and you were serious and you weren't joking around, you weren't just in here joking around. I just gotta tell you, like you do recover, you do, you know what I mean, you can quit. Trust me, you're talking to somebody who used to love doing all types of drugs, and then like I carried it along with me. Even now, like I still feel like, I still feel like sometimes like I try to carry that past energy with me sometimes, but I've let it go so much that I'm not worried about it anymore. But sometimes it creeps up on us. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful, like what you're doing. And I get it because an addict is an addict. You know what I mean? And that's why we have to stay away from things that get us addicted. I know the feeling, bro. I know the feeling. That's why I gotta not judge nobody because even it's not even about just addiction to drugs. It could be addiction to like toxic people, negative energy, or just like being able to go of that. Yeah, sorry, I got the phone call from my friend. Backed up, a lot of traffic. It's taken them a long time to come here. Yeah, Lindsay, the moderators can take care of that. It's okay. The negative people need to be here because they are the ones who need us the most. Like, listen, it's let the negative people be here because one thing about me is like I don't pay attention to negative people and negative comments. I don't listen to it because I understand that. Listen to me. Everyone's going through their stuff, and that's why I don't judge the negative people when they come up in my lives or they come in there talking, and I don't even look at those comments. I see a negative comment, I go next to the I go to the positive comments. Like, I don't even look at it, because one thing I know is that entities are attracted to my aura because they need to hear something like you're gonna be okay, you're loved, you're okay. Last night one of my friends she texted me around 12 o'clock at night. She's like, not my husband wanting to hear your voice so he can fall asleep. And she told me like she feels like he carries some dark energy and stuff like that. He wanted to hear my voice so he can fall asleep because he felt like soothed by my voice, like as in like I was clearing the energy for him. And she goes, he knocked out, Flo. Like, he was watching, was listening to you talk, and he just fell asleep. He was like, yo, put that on, put that on. For some reason, his spirit was like, put that on, let her put it on loud so I could fall asleep to it. So I was talking, I guess, I don't know which message she was watching, but it was my voice and I was talking. And she said he was listening, Flo, and he fell asleep like a baby. He was just like, he was listening, and then he was like he starts snoring and shit. And that's because my voice has a power to clear dark energy. So when dark energy comes into my space or comes into my lives or anything like that, it's because that dark energy knows that something is getting cleared there. So they like to come here. And then there's the ones that will stick around and still stick around for the energy to be cleared. And then there's those that will, they'll leave, like, because they can't stand my voice, because they know that my voice clears energy, so they don't stick around. You feel what I'm saying to you? Yeah. I am 42 years old. Yes, I am. I'm 42. I think I look pretty good for a 42-year-old. And my grays are just like, when we look at, when younger people look at gray hairs, they see old, like, right? But when I look at gray hairs now that I'm 42, right? When I was like 40, I started seeing men with gray hair. I was like, seasoned, you know what I'm saying? Like a seasoned daddy, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like older looking people because I just know that we've been through a lot, and we're super wise and super generous with our time and our energy. Ignoring the negative comments. Remember, guys, we don't get involved with that. It's okay. Let them talk. Their entities need the light right now, and that's okay, because the entities right now, or they're leaving, they're on their way out. They really are. They're on their way out. Like they're about to be shipped out. And I hate to say this, and I don't believe like anybody should have to go to hell or whatever it is, but I do believe a lot of people put themselves there. They put themselves in the energy of hell because of the way they think, the way they act, the way they talk. And I don't believe anybody should have to go through that, but I also believe that a lot of people put themselves in that situation to experience hell because of their hellish ways, right? And that's on them. That's not on us. Like, as light workers, we try to protect, we try to save everybody, but there's no saving some people, right? And that's okay. That's why we send everyone love and light. Love and light. You see all that dark foam? That's how negative it is. Look at that darkness right there. When it's burning like that, black like that, it's clearing a lot of negativity, a lot. I say, shamans say not to put out the fire on Palo Santo. That's what they say. Because you want to see, and you want it to burn until this does not have black anymore. You want to see how the darkness with the light right there, you can see the dark energy and the light energy. Take a look at that. See, it's starting to burn. See that? It's starting to burn white now. You see that? There we go. Now we have white. See that? And it cuts off right when it started to burn white. Then you let that burn until that dark part goes away. Okay? Yes. Clear that. Let's clear that. I love to do this in my car often, you guys. You gotta, especially your car, walk around with a Palo Santo or sage. Walk around your car 3 to 6 to 9 times and cleanse the energy and protect the energy here. I remember one time I was doing this in my car like this. There was a guy, a Spanish guy next. Actually, he must have been black, but he was dark skinned. He looked Spanish, but he was either black or Hispanic. I'm not sure. But he was sitting in his car, and I was like, oh God, he's probably looking at me like I'm a weirdo right now. And then he comes out of the car. He comes to my door. He goes, "Can you do me a favor?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can you do that to my car too?" I was like, "Sure, no problem." And then he's like, can you do that to my car or send protection to my car too? I was like, "Of course." So he opened all his doors and I did the clearing for him. And he was like, "Thank you, I needed that." He was like, "I just had this person in my car. I felt like such negative energy on them." He goes, "And I don't even be into all that spiritual shit too much, but when I'm watching you, I feel like you can clear that energy." He goes, "And I have my baby in this car and I want my car to be safe." So I protected his car with him and his baby, for him and his baby in it, because I saw the baby car seat and I asked him. And let me tell you something, people are not stupid. They read energy, like, right? So when people read my energy, if you have something negative to say to me or you're like negative against me, then you really, something's wrong with you, because I have nothing but love in my heart and I hate nobody. I hate absolutely nobody. And I feel like everybody deserves love and everybody needs love. And we need to give people as much grace as possible, because a lot of people are going through their own very dark night of the soul right now. Like I said, the entities are not happy right now because they're on their way out. They're shipping them out, right? So when they're being shipped out like this, they're not happy. They don't want to be, they don't want you to have your light. Like, they're like, who the fuck are you to have your light? Like, you're not going to have your light and have your good karma. Look how it's clean now. You see how it's clean? You can see this, the Palo Santo went from burning black to clean now. You see what I'm saying? Now it's clean. Now the color is clean. It's white. There's like a tiny bit of darkness left there, but if you can see it, it's very clean. Look how beautiful the fire looks. Look at the colors. It's like an orange, red. Look at that. It's like its own little fire there. It's like battling the forces. Do you see that? One little light battling all those big forces. You feel what I'm saying to you? Pay attention to the little details in life. And the lights come together. The fire comes together to do the cleansing. Look how clear it's burning now. Oh, it doesn't want to go out yet. Okay, I got you, boo. Okay. Somebody said sage won't do shit. The only way to get rid of demons is with Jesus Christ. Can I just tell you a secret about that? That I've learned from my spirit guides? Not all demons are Christian, babe. Not all demons are Christians. And not all jinns are Muslims. Huh? So you could do trust me, babe, I done fought demons in my life. And one thing I'm going to tell you is I will be, "Oh, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Rahmani Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin." Ameen. Allahu Akbar. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. And listen to me. Listen to me. Some of them demons did not give a shit about the Jesus Christ. They'd make fun of the Lord's Prayer. They made fun of me. "Oh yeah, okay, the Lord's Prayer. Oh, we're scared." And then I'd say, the Muslim, one of the most powerful Muslim prayers you could say, which is the Alhamdulillah prayer, right? And I would do that, and they'd laugh at that. Then I'd have a dream, and I'd hear the demons talking to each other, and they'd be like, "Oh, she tried to do the Lord's Prayer on me. Oh yeah, call your Lord." Like I give a shit. I don't know who your Lord is. No, I'm telling you right now. Listen to me. Not every demon is scared of Christ. And not every demon is scared of Allah. It's like, some of them are ancient Egyptian, Armenian, demonic entities that you just can't understand. Some of them are galactic entities, and they don't believe in God. So you need to understand something. In order to clear your energy, yes, you can use the forces. You can use Jesus. You can use all those prayers. But it's got to come from you. And I've learned that throughout the time and throughout all the prayers and the energy that I put out. And I learned one thing. Anytime that I use my own energy and I would push the forces out with my own light, my own energy. Look how crazy that looks. That looks so weird to me. I would use my own light, my own force field to clear energy. That's when it really worked, because I knew that I wasn't dependent on another God to protect me. They're only there to support us in our missions, right? They're only there to support us in our missions. You can't expect them to fix your life. God helps those who help themselves. Remember that. And like I said, not every demon is Christian, and not every Muslim jinn is Muslim, excuse me. But everybody ain't ready for that. Like I said, we have people who believe Jesus was just a pathway to the light, an ascension, with the 12 disciples, the 12 months of the year. We have Mary, the Virgin, Virgo, okay? Somebody with death, the one that represents death, Judas, who represents the death, right? Scorpio. Everybody's not ready for that conversation yet, though, because I'm only going to give that conversation during my mentorship program for the people who are like, once you're past the religious part, then I can really talk to you. Those of you who are still stuck on religion and you're still, bowing down to your Savior, okay? Because we have many saviors. There's not just one. Jesus tells me all the time. Whether Jesus was a real person or not, he's still formed into a being due to our belief in him, right? So whether Jesus was a real person or not, he became a God through just the manifestations of man, the way we thought and we expected him to be, right? You should a guy like me, 23 fit, grown weed. Actually, no, it's crazy. I live in upstate New York, and my friend that's coming, he grows his own weed and his own shrooms, like, in his backyard. Like, he's got a. I don't do shrooms or smoke weed. Like, if I did, that would be like my heaven. But I did shrooms one time, and it was alright. I just felt weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, my stomach was tickling and shit. I felt all weird and shit. I didn't like that feeling, you know what I mean? It was like a funny feeling. Jesus is God to you. Yeah, that's true. To you, Jesus is God. And that's good. That's good. It's always good to have a God to look up to until you find out that you're your own God. But you got to start off somewhere, right? So if that Jesus is where you started, like I started off as a Muslim. I was born and raised as a Muslim. And then I branched out of that religious sect and realized that, like, all religions are cults and they're man-made. And they are beautiful to help you find a pathway to higher ascension. But then, like, once you get there and you get to a dead end with religion and you realize that this, that, and that third, and you realize that if every person on earth is looking up to one religion or one other religion or another religion, like you got the Jews, you got the Muslims, you got the Christians, and there's all these gangs of people following these religions, and I realized something. I'd like to try to find my own path, because I wasn't, no offense to any religion, because they're all beautiful to me. Like I said, I just, I'm past that. Like, yeah, you guys are still graduating. Those of you who are like, Jesus is God and only Jesus is king. But Jesus was the #1 psychic and channeler. And if y'all motherfuckers don't start recognizing that Jesus was the first psychic, was the first channeler known to man, just like Muhammad was. They sat in a cave and fasted for 40 days and 40 nights